I'm your host, D-Bays, and today is December 23rd, 2022. This is episode 71, where we will review Walk in Their Shoes, released in 1968. This has a running time of 23 minutes. It's a religious drama, rated G. We'll watch this short together while I provide insightful and occasionally irreverent commentary.
See you tomorrow, Eric.
Uh-oh, here comes your daddy with your warm milk, Stan Man.
Let me give you a synopsis. This is a short about teenagers who learn to understand why parents worry and why their parents lovingly set boundaries for their children. This BYU Motion Picture Studio was produced and directed by Judge Whittaker. It looks like Stan's dad is a real drag and not at all groovy, if you know what I mean.
Look at that clock. Look at the clock, I said.
Hey, look at it.
Look at me when I talk to you. Listen for a change.
I know it's late.
Look, son, there's nothing to do around here this time of night. Nothing good, that is.
That's right, Dad. If a guy's out after 10 o'clock, you think he's robbing a bank. What's the matter? Why don't you trust me?
Probably because of all those girlfriends you got pregnant.
Your mother and I worry about you. You and that Eric Burgess running around in that souped-up car.
Sounds like a couple of menaces to society. Brigham Young was right.
Look, Dad, you don't need to bring Eric Burgess into this. All right, so you don't want me to have a car. Just don't get on my back for going around with somebody that does have one. At least his parents trust him.
Hey, kid, remember the inspired counsel of Ronald Reagan. Trust, but verify.
It isn't that we don't trust you, and we don't object to your going, if you come in at a decent hour. Don't you realize that we worry about you?
Worry? Look, Dad, what's there to worry about? I just don't get all this worry bit.
You're old enough and smart enough to know the answer to that.
Yeah, first the kid doesn't come in at a decent hour. Next thing you know, he's knocking back 96-ounce, fully caffeinated Mountain Dews.
Accidents. Kids getting off on the wrong foot with girls and grades. Oh, I know you don't think about it now. But it would be much easier for us if we let you kids, you and your sister, do what you want to do. Oh, I'm not very popular with her either these days.
Yeah, Stan's dad isn't very popular with his daughter ever since he said yes to the prophet who wanted to secretly marry her as his 20th wife. But just remember this inspired counsel. Follow the prophet, brothers and sisters.
Look, Dad, either you trust a guy or you don't. It's a different world. Kids are different now.
But things aren't so different. Parents have always been concerned about their children. You'll never know how parents feel until you walk in their shoes.
The title.
And are responsible for another human being. One that you love.
Holy Toledo, I'm keeping you up past your bedtime.
Hey, don't you walk away from me, you insolent peasant. I said get back here, darn it. Man, kids these days.
Where's he been?
Probably out with hookers doing cocaine.
Who knows?
Two separate beds. You know, that's the way it should be.
He tuned me out again. Put me on the defensive as usual. Said we didn't trust him.
Well, you don't.
Did you know that you're married to an old goat? And you've given birth to a new breed. They're called We're Different Than You Were breed.
Oh, that again. How do you talk to them? Do we try too hard?
Maybe. What about this car business, Helen? I'd just as soon let him have a car than see him running around risking his neck with this show-off Eric.
You know, Eric sounds like a real lemuel, you know, heck, maybe even a real layman.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, it's about time you figure it out, Mom. Consult with your rock in the hat and get some friggin' answers, quick.
Well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. The day after that and the day after that.
Yeah, if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at Mormon Movie Reviews at gmail.com.
Where's Sherry? What in thunder takes her so long? She'll be late for school again.
Cheryl. Coming. Hurry, dear. You're going to be late. You go ahead. I'm on a diet.
Cheryl, you get down here this minute. As long as you're a member of this family, you'll join us at the table at least once in the day.
Dad takes everything up to DEF CON 2, even in a casual breakfast. Hey, stay cool, Daddy-o.
Cheryl, it is a time we should be together, dear.
Lord, we are grateful for this food.
Hey, hands off, dude. It's called consent.
As I was saying, we are grateful for this food and for this day. Amen.
That's not a very good prayer.
Why do we have to have such fattening breakfasts? When I get married.
When you get married, huh?
Sam. I notice some of your friends don't run when they see me.
Oh? Who, for instance?
Oh, maybe the same one you got cussed for being out so late with last night.
Oh, baby, Eric?
Better stay in your own league.
Oh, my heck.
What was Daddy so shattered about?
Same old static, the worried bit. They make a career of worrying, on and on. Yak, 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 yak.
But son, someday you'll be glad. I'm doing this for your own good.
It's your grandmother Coleman. She's had a heart attack. It's pretty bad.
Fetch!
Oh no, not Grandma.
When did it happen? Where is she?
She's in the hospital. Your grandfather is terribly upset.
And worst of all, Grandma's sister wives, they're inconsolable.
Poor Daddy. We told him we'd take the very first plane, but what about your children? The house and school and meals?
When the cats are away, the mice will play.
Look, you two, get packed. After all, we're not exactly babies. We can hold things down on this end.
Helen, maybe I'd better put you on the plane until I can get Aunt Louise out here to take care of
Oh,
things.
Sam, I just can't go alone.
Moms, Stan and I will be all right here. Come on, I'll help you pack.
Is this movie a precursor to that Home Alone franchise? Kevin!
Stan, there's nothing to worry about, really. It's just that... Well, son, we're leaving you in charge here now.
Well, maybe you should set them apart, Dad, just to be on the safe side.
You've often said that I didn't trust you. Well, now I'm trusting you with the two most precious things I have.
Yeah, he's trusting his son with the two most precious things that he has. Number one, that original signed copy of the Salamander letter. And number two, his chocolate-colored, egg-shaped sacred seer stone.
You and your sister.
Oh, oops.
Do what you think I would do if anything should come up. And son, Cheryl's just beginning to find out she's a woman.
Huh?
So be gentle with her.
What the holy scrud? Dad, that is just ew. No, don't do that. Uh-oh. Man, Stan, he really needs to get a car. Hey, get a job, dude. Stan, and get a haircut while you're at it. Eric, he seems like quite the gentleman. Maybe he's just got a bad rap.
Well, here we are, safe and sound.
Thanks for the ride, Eric. It was fun. I love your car.
Man, oh man, chicks dig a hot car. I think that's been my problem my entire life. That and the fact that I have a face that's perfect for podcasting.
Cheryl, I'd better be going.
Hey, why don't you eat with us? Stan's making pizza.
Careful, Eric. First step is pizza, and before you know it, you're making a quick trip to the Planned Parenthood clinic.
Stan? Cooking? Forget it.
Well, be seeing you.
How about tonight? That's no party.
Well, I don't know.
Come on. You're a big girl now.
High pressure tactics, an LDS staple.
Okay, why not? Sounds fun.
That's my baby.
What? He pinches her on the cheek?
See you about 8 tonight.
What is Eric, her grandpa? Hey, Eric, don't forget to bring your candy sucker while you're at it. Pinching her cheeks. You know what? I've got a bad feeling about this. After all, Cheryl's just beginning to find out she's a woman. Now, I'm not sure what she thought she was prior to this film, but I sure hope that Eric is gentle with her. Pinching her cheek. What the? I guess. Oh, and why is this table so low anyway?
Well, where have you been? It's 7 o'clock.
I've been with a friend of yours.
Yeah, I know. I saw you, but where?
Doing baptisms for the dead at the Mount Timpanogos Temple. Those names aren't going to do themselves, am I right?
I told you to stay in your own league.
Uh-oh.
Eric's too old for a kid like you, and he drives too fast, and...
That's a nice way to talk about your friend.
Look, cut it, will you? Dad left me in charge, and don't you forget it.
How can I? You're beginning to sound just like him.
Uh-oh.
Hey, clean up this mess, and I'll go get some hamburgers.
Hey, clean up your own mess, dude. I'm not your friggin' servant. Ooh, hey, the pizza joint here. This is one happen place, baby. Let's see what we got.
Thought you were having pizza, Stan.
It didn't turn out.
You going to that snow party tonight?
Snow party, isn't that a pseudonym for cocaine?
No, I guess not.
Oh, come on. Just because Kathy's out of town. No use hibernating. Look around, boy. Take a pick.
I don't think so. Kathy'd have a fit.
Speaking of babes, that kid's sister of yours is not bad.
What?
Funny thing, she's been around all these years. And all of a sudden, there she is.
You know, it's time to get a restraining order, Stan. Eric is one heck of a creep.
Yeah, Cheryl's okay, I guess, but...
What?
Right now, she's just a kid.
Actually, she's just beginning to realize that she's becoming a woman.
Oh, big brother noises. Man, I've got to go.
That was one heck of an awkward conversation. Hey, nice beehive hairdo, babe.
Hey, take off the mask. I know you.
Funny, funny man.
You're not actually going anyplace with that goop on, are you?
Shut the front door, Stan.
What's wrong with it? You seem to like it on Kathy.
Well, Kathy's older. Where do you think you're going?
I'm waiting for someone.
Who?
The home teachers?
Eric.
Eric? You gotta be kidding. You're not going to the snow party with him. Eric, why didn't he tell me? Well, you can't go.
Why is it so awful when I want to go? You get so mad when Mom and Dad won't let you go.
You're not allowed to date boys that old. And what's the idea of trying to look 19? You know a guy treats a 19-year-old a lot different from a 14-year-old.
Wait a minute. Time out. Cheryl is 14 years old. It's outrageous and irresponsible that she's going out on dates at that age. Well, actually, come to think of it, as long as she's a couple months shy of her 15th birthday, she's prime marriage age. Never mind.
Boy, have I heard that a million times. You sound just like Mom and Dad. I heard you say the other night that things are different now. We're different. Well, I'm going and you can't stop me.
You come back here. Eric's nobody for you to be going with.
Boy, with a friend like you, who needs enemies? What's wrong with him?
Well, he's a crazy driver, and he's kind of wild, that's all.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it?
When he gets here, I'll tell him you can't go.
I suppose the next thing you'll say is you'll worry about me. But you're not my father.
Yes, Luke, I am your father. Oh, sorry, wrong movie. Sorry.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
No, not really. Oh, Eric, here he is. Hey, Cheryl, at least take these prophylactics with you. Better safe than sorry.
Hey, you haven't eaten anything.
I'm not hungry.
Eric, don't drive like a maniac and get her home by midnight.
Sure will, Dad.
Okay, so Cheryl, she's only 14, but she can stay out until midnight with an older man? Boy, it sounds just like Joseph Smith in that Nauvoo era, actually. No problem. Oh, and the snow party. Get it? I guess it wasn't about cocaine after all. Silly me. So wait a minute. She puts on makeup and a bouffant hairstyle to go sledding outside? Oh boy, girls, I'll never understand them.
Boy. Old boy's right.
Dad.
Ooh, nice.
Eric, I really don't want anything to drink. But I am hungry. Can I have a hamburger?
Yeah. Waitress. 2 hamburgers.
Boy, I sure hope that isn't alcohol, Eric. It's called aiding and abetting a minor. Ooh, okay, baby. Now we're heading for the good stuff. Sorry, folks. Forget about that G rating I talked about earlier. Looks like we're heading straight for a PG rating, or more if we're lucky.
I thought you were going to show me those falls all covered with ice.
That's not all he wants to show you.
It's a pretty lonely road up there.
Yeah, but you said it was on the way home. And Eric, I've got to be getting back. Stan will have a fit.
Okay. Stan was right. You are just a kid.
A hashtag close call. I guess Eric's old school, you know, the put up or shut up mentality. This really looks a lot like Provo Canyon, I believe. And nice Mustang from Eric, by the way. Sweet ride, baby. Uh-oh. Now, if you look carefully at the scene, it really looks like they're knocking back a lot of drinks here. That does not look like root beer. But what would I know? I was raised in Utah County.
Oh, what a dream. Oh, no, 1 o'clock. That fish brain, Eric. I told him to have her home by midnight.
Watch your language, Stan.
Oh, why'd I let her go? She'd have hated me for it, but I could have been tough. Oh, if I had her here right now, or that...
Son,
Yeah?
we're leaving you in charge here.
Yeah?
Do what you think I would do if anything should come up.
Okay.
And son, Cheryl is just beginning to find out that she's a woman.
What?
Be gentle with her.
What the heck?
I've got to do something. I'll go nuts. Try to find her.
Now, this is just like that inspiring and famous Brigham Young story where he sends out the rescuers to assist the Willie and Martin Handcart companies who got stranded in the snow. Uh-oh.
Try it again. It's no use. We'll never get out of here by ourselves.
So what do we do? Freeze to death?
You know, it's awfully light outside for 1 o'clock in the morning, but don't worry, Cheryl. Eric, he holds the holy Melchizedek priesthood, a power that you could never hope to even understand or comprehend, much less possess. So don't worry, the Lord's going to take care of him. And you.
I don't think there'll be any cars on this road till in the morning. You wait here, and I'll go down and get some help.
What?
You kidding? Stay here alone?
Pro tip here from the Mormon Movie Reviews. You know, you may need to roll up the window to conserve heat. Just a pro tip there.
Well, I've already been up that road tonight.
Well, there's this other one. It's a long way up to the lodge, right past the falls.
Yeah, that sounds like something you might try. Okay, thank you very much.
I can hear Stan when we get home. I told you Eric drove like a maniac.
I'm sorry, Cheryl. Really.
That's all right, Eric. I'm not blaming you.
It's not all right. Nothing I do is right. After this, your parents won't let me near your place.
Oh, I don't know. Parents are awfully funny. You never know what they'll do. And they always misunderstand kids. I think it's best just not to talk to them very much.
Sad but true.
Boy, I'm glad Mom and Dad aren't home. You'd never believe how they worry.
My parents couldn't care less.
Yeah, Eric's such a bad boy because his parents, they just didn't love him enough. But at least he didn't turn out gay.
Be nice just to think that once in a while somebody would worry about me. At least you guys are a family.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of rough if nobody cared at all. But just this once, I'm glad nobody's there to worry about me. Just Stan. He's been asleep for hours. Eric, here comes a car.
So the Lord will provide, brothers and sisters. This just goes to show you that as long as you pay a full tithing, clean chapel toilets on Saturdays, and make sure that you're not born with black skin, God will be there when you need him. Remember, this is 1968.
All right, stupid, where have you been?
It's Stan.
Stan, am I glad to see you?
All right, Eric, what's going on here? And you better make it good.
Oh, Stan.
Easy, boy.
It's okay, Stan. I'm all right.
Stan never even asked if Cheryl or Eric was okay. Take a chill pill, Stan.
Before you blow your top, why don't you find out what's happened?
All right, I'm listening, but you better make it good.
All right, the car slid off the road. It was stuck in the snow, and I couldn't get it out.
Well, what were you doing on this road in the first place?
We wanted to see the falls.
Did it ever occur to you that I might be crazy worrying? I nearly called the police.
Oh, Stan, I'm sorry.
You think I plan on this? Well, I'm sorry, too. Cheryl's all right. Nothing happened to her.
Just try telling that to the neighbors that know she was out all night. What'll they think?
They should mind their freaking business.
Get me. Last night, Cheryl told me I was beginning to sound just like Dad. Now I'm sounding just like Mother. I may just give you a good walloping yet.
Okay, hold it. Time out. Let me get this straight. Stan slaps his half-frozen sister on the butt and threatens to wallop her later? Let's back that up a little bit. We got to see that again. Did I just see that?
I may just give you a good walloping yet.
What?
Come on, Eric. Let's get the car out of the snowbank and go home. Hello. Mom, how's Grandma? Great. I'm just fine. Everything's been just great.
What? No, it hasn't.
Well, Cheryl's had a little cold. Tonight? Well, sure, I'll be at the airport. No trouble. Oh, Mom, tell Dad that... Well, just tell him... Well, we've missed you. All right, sure will. Bye-bye. Mom told me to tell you that they love us.
As if we already didn't know.
After the following message, we will listen to our regular early morning feature, Dr. Elliot Landers, who will discuss how can parents get through to their teenagers.
It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, walk in their shoes. Hey, let's check out a couple of the comments from the comment section. Good movie. Thank you, guys. This is not as bad as the 1950s teenage dating films. And damn that Eric Burgess. Damn him. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. There's no LDS elements in this short. No disclaimer, which was common for many of the films of the era. Walk in Their Shoes is supposed to be fun and mindless with a positive message in which children are supposed to be able to appreciate the sacrifices and worry that their parents have. Yet there's just so many patriarchal vestiges, and Cheryl is the recipient of unwanted physical contact from basically every man in her life. At least twice she's manhandled, and maybe 3 times in just 20 minutes. First, it was from her dad when she went to answer the phone. Her dad grabbed her by the wrist. Then from Eric in the car, I don't know if that was consensual, but it didn't seem like she was into it. She wanted to be taken home. And finally from her brother, who slaps her on the behind and threatens to wallop her when she gets home. So if you think that's a positive message, I can tell you this. I'd rather not walk in their shoes, if you get my drift. And thanks so much for joining me to review this film. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And join us next time for another episode of the Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong, where we will review The Singles' Second Ward. So long.